On this episode of Echoes of the South, an unexplained encounter.
It's just like an ice pick right through my temple.
Yeah.
A mysterious doorway.
Like a portal here. Like a doorway right there. Is there someone that you want to take with you? Is there someone else lost? Are they lost in the woods?
A woman searching for her family.
Are you looking for someone else? Yeah.
And an ending none of us were expecting.
Go rest. Thank you.
Welcome to Echoes of the South. I'm Carrie Genzel. The South is a place where history is never far away. It's carried in the architecture, the landscapes, the traditions, and sometimes the stories that refuse to be forgotten. This podcast was born from a simple belief that behind every legend, every haunting, and every unexplained encounter, there are real people and real stories waiting to be understood. Our goal isn't to sensationalize them. It's to listen with curiosity, approach them with respect, and when possible, help give voice to stories that may have been forgotten. Today's investigation takes us to Rose Hill Cemetery in Macon, Georgia. Established in 1840, Rose Hill is one of the city's oldest and most historic cemeteries. Nestled along the Ocmulgee River, its winding paths, towering trees, and centuries of history make it one of Macon's most peaceful places, and perhaps one of the most intriguing. Today's guests, Aliza Jones and Carrie Jameson, are longtime friends I met through the Walking Dead fandom. I had the privilege of playing a recurring character during the show's final season, and what began on a television production grew into lasting friendships and a community that extends far beyond the screen. Before our investigation even begins, we find ourselves talking about chosen family, community, and why stories about survival continue to resonate so deeply with us. None of us could have known those very themes would become the heart of everything that happened that day. Joining me throughout this series are members of the Echoes of the South investigative team, spiritual medium Morrighan Lynne, and lead investigator Jonathan Morgan. Together, we don't go looking for fear. We listen, we observe, we ask questions, and when the opportunity presents itself, we're there to help. One final note before we begin. Everything you'll hear in this series reflects our firsthand experiences, observations, and conversations during each investigation. We don't claim to have all the answers, and we don't label people or places based on a single experience. Our goal is simply to document what we encounter, explore the history surrounding it, and invite you to draw your own conclusions. Let's begin.
All right, so we are at Rose Hill Cemetery today, and I'm so thrilled to have Aliza and Carrie join me. Welcome to Macon, Georgia, ladies.
Thank you.
In thinking about the Walking Dead universe and thinking about Echoes of the South, a topic that I found really interesting is why do we as audiences, or why do we as people, the living, why are we drawn to stories about the dead?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we drawn to stories about survival, right? And so many times people have said to me, oh, I don't watch The Walking Dead because I don't like zombie shows, right? Which I kind of said too at the beginning. And people were like, you just need to watch, right? And in that first 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, they're secondary to
It's not about the dead. It's about the living. And it's about community and connection and surviving. And when I think about those themes in terms of the series and how that's spun off in real life. We were talking earlier, the community that has built around these shows, right, is incredible.
Yeah.
And so in their own way, as much as we're watching the characters look for community, you all have found a community.
creating our own.
Creating your own.
Because we may not have known that we were looking for that connection, and we may not have actively sought it out. So it just kind of happened organically that we became this family. And it's one of the most incredible things. But you see that in The Walking Dead because, you know, Rick meets Morgan. He's looking for his family. He finds the family he's looking for, but then also finds more than what he was hoping for.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
And even in Rick's last episode, you know, they're doing the flashbacks of people, you know, that were in his life. And he's like, I'm looking for my family. I'm looking for my family. And then the very last scene, you know, with him is, I found them. And you can't always pick your blood family, but you can pick those that, you know, you can bond with and heal with and grow with, you know.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Sometimes your family that you're looking for isn't your blood family. It's your chosen family.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of people in the Walking Dead fandom were looking for that chosen family and found them within the fandom.
Yeah.
This is our starting point. We do have John and Morgan that are going to join us shortly to see what she picks up. We've never come in here to kind of see where things may lead her. So this is the first time that we've done this. So we'll see what direction she's pulled to go into. Well, hello. I'm going to turn this on.
Hi.
Carol, Aliza, John.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Morgan,
meet
we've
you.
heard a lot about you, honey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Man, I just got a splitting headache right there at the corner.
Oh. Are you energetically sensitive? Is that
I'm
new for you?
aware of.
Okay. Do you mind if I look real quick?
Yeah.
Just gonna pull that off real quick. Are you all right with that? Okay. Better? Okay. Let me get back here because it came from back here.
It's gone.
Okay. All right.
It was weird.
Thanks for telling me.
That was weird.
Yeah. We're a always call it out type people because
That was, I mean, it's just like an ice pick, just went straight.
it's spirit getting your attention, and if you don't call it out, it'll hurt more. So always call it
It
out.
was just like an ice pick right through my temple.
Yeah. As we're walking by
That corner.
that section. Yeah. They just wanted attention. Better?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better.
Good, good.
Her name was Cinderella.
She got a nice pick in
you see
the
that?
head, so I cleared her.
Did
Just like an ice pick went straight in my head.
you felt like that?
Oh, yeah.
Something attached. So I cleared it.
It would be me.
Echoes of the South is produced by Arkwell Productions, and our website was built by our sister company, Riviweb Digital. Every week, we share stories rooted in history, mystery, and people who experience them. Riviweb helped us create the digital home where those stories can live beyond the podcast. From custom websites and SEO to digital marketing and software solutions, Riviweb helps businesses tell their stories online and connect with people looking for them. To learn more, go to riviweb.com. And now let's get back to the story.
Oh, it's cooler down here. That's another reason why we're coming down here, but there's also a reason. So why this interests me so much is the train tracks, the water,
All the movement,
the movement,
conduit.
right? And that it's tucked away. So my interest is like, are there things that kind of congregate over here? It's not as much visitation. A little quieter. It's actually very peaceful if you wanted to hang.
Yeah, generally cemeteries are pretty quiet for me.
Right.
I do feel a lot of energy.
I also just was thinking about the land itself. And the energy we put into it.
Yeah, there's
Right?
layers, of
Those
course.
the people that come
just like
here
a
to
door.
remember, to grieve, to honor, to
Yeah.
maybe come and sit quietly on their own. People, artists that
Goes
may
back
come
into
here
the
and write
deal.
music or poetry or paint or draw. There's a
they're
lot of
feeding
different,
it.
yeah, there's a lot of different energy that's brought into this space.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those that come to grieve are definitely feeding the emotional
scary.
component of it. And then maybe the artists and the writers and the songwriters, they're more of a reciprocal kind of energy, like they're gratitude but receiving.
Right.
The grievers will almost, I mean, depending on the level of where they are in their grief, but like think about like 0 to 10, the people that are at 10 are kind of like trauma dumping
Yeah.
or pouring into that space. So that can create almost a thought form type energy
Yeah.
where it's not the person they're grieving, it's they create a being from their grief.
Ooh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, we, the living, now we've talked about before about people, the living, by having a belief, can actually manifest energy into something. I was going to say real. I don't know if that's the right word.
It is real. It's on the astral, I think, and it's called a thought form. A thought form it is created by the person, knowingly or unknowingly.
Right.
But it has to be fed continuously. So grief can become a thought form if they're continuously feeding into that being. And then that will be in their life, and they either know it or don't know it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I think about like urban legends and things like that. I think about like the one that comes to mind is Slender Man, which caused, young girls to like murder someone. So there was real life consequences to that. In terms of an urban legend and people feeding into the story, creating imagery and actually create something that manifests as that legend.
Yeah, it's essentially, it could also be called an egregore.
Right.
But it's a being deity. When we talk about like when somebody is preying upon a deity and that deity acts on their behalf, there's a lot of conversation around, is that actually a thought form? And just enough people are pouring into that thought form, and that thought form will now work for them as well. Like there's a lot of things we don't understand about this universe, about energy.
So question, so if something is created and thinking about, is that good or bad, if we want to label it, does that depend on the energy that's put into it? If they believe it's a protector, an angel, a goddess, whatever, then that's the energy that gets put into it. But if they believe it's something predatory and demonic, then it can create that energy.
Yeah, so the thought form responds to almost how it's programmed, how it's thought of, right? And so it behaves based on urban legend. Oh no, Slender Man is here, and we're like, now that is getting fed, and it programs the thought form, oh, I'm to behave like this.
Is it intelligent?
Some say yes, some say there's a fine line between, again, now we're going into more of where people know they're creating them.
Right.
It can be intelligent on behalf of its creator. And maybe you can explain this way
Is that
better.
almost like a poltergeist?
No, that's more of a human fractured spirit.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's like semi-intelligence based on the intention that it's created from, and those behavior patterns. Think of AI,
Yeah.
almost like an AI bot being created. So there's intention behind creating a thought form intentionally, but there's also creating a thought form just by the masses believing in a certain idea, or a certain element, or certain theme that creates that form. And then that form has seemingly intelligence and life. And as long as it's being fed, it's going to continue.
As long as it's being fed.
Okay, so the analogy of the AI is helpful to me because AI is programmed for certain tasks. It's also programmed to come at it with a certain point of view, right? And so if you think of a thought form, it's that same way, right?
That's a really good way to
Whether
put it.
it's protective, whether it's destructive, whether it's threatening, whatever it may be.
You're giving it prompts. on
You're
how to
giving
be.
it the prompts,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
on its own,
Yes.
it's not moving independently from those that created, but
It
does it take
can.
on a life of its own?
It can.
If it has enough energy.
If it has enough energy.
So something that we are afraid of, the boogeyman, the monster under the bed, if enough energy is put into it, that can actually manifest into something.
Yeah.
Right.
That can actually do things in our physical realm.
Well, and there's also the psychosomatic element of if enough people talk about, now you're implanting it in the subconscious, and now that's getting fed. That's more of the algorithm, right? More people
Right.
have eyes on it, so now they're feeding more energy. So, how far do you want to go? That's such a big, it's a big conversation.
Yeah. So, in talking about Rose Hill Cemetery, there's a lot of lore. People talk about shapeshifters, or there's the lore around seeing a man in dark with a hat, right? We've heard this story many, many times before, but my thinking is, are we as the living who are anticipating, it's a cemetery, so there must be shadow people, there must be a man in a dark coat with a hat, are we manifesting those things, and people are actually seeing them, possibly?
I don't know that they're manifesting a being. I think it's subconsciously that they're creating it within their visual. They're creating it. There's that level of it. We actually can psych ourselves out enough to, I just know. Oh my God, I told you, right? It's this the ego trip of being right. I knew that was going to happen, right? There's the lower level of that.
Okay.
And then there are people in dark hats and walking around, and that's what I mean when I talk about layers.
Yeah.
So we've even been to locations where it's this is a thought form. It has a specific frequency. I can tell when it's a human spirit or something darker, non-human, or thought form, because it has intelligence but not autonomy.
Okay.
That's a good word. It doesn't have sovereignty. It's attached to someone creating it. It has a different frequency. That makes sense.
Okay. And now, for those urban legends that have gone on for decades, sometimes centuries, that person eventually passes, but does the collective of people believing in it, talking about it, looking for it, keep it going?
It can.
Yeah.
Because every person is feeding into it, right?
Yeah.
So it's this devouring kind of being that needs battery life. So we just keep feeding it and feeding it and feeding it. Now you've got a huge urban legend. Yeah.
And then people start actually
Seeing it, experiencing it, believing. Because now they're also programming, I bet you anything, it's going to attack me tonight. It's going to attack. Oh, I told you.
There it is.
There's that element.
Right.
We love being right. So we will create our own demise.
We talk about this a lot, in our conversations with Echoes of the South, and about how powerful we actually are as the living.
Right.
That we don't realize. Now, and that whatever energy we're putting out that attracts spirit or something else that is feeding off of that or is attracted to that, right? So I was thinking about, you look at Rose Hill, there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of people, certainly probably one of the top group to come in here are the Allman Brothers.
Right.
Fans, right? Who are constantly bringing love into this space, but keeping that legacy, that going, right?
Right.
And then they're still doing burials here actively. So there's people that are newly, freshly grieving. There's, that. So you have both sides of it, the honor, the love, and then you have the grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's layers.
Yeah.
And then they're all buried on this land.
And then there's the
land and the history
and the water.
Shared
things.
spaces.
Yeah.
Shared spaces, shared times.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Do you get anything like where this tree is?
I do keep feeling something over there.
Yeah.
With the ribbon, the white ribbon.
Yeah, there's something over there behind the tree.
Something a little to the left of the tree.
Yeah.
Like-
exactly.
Like where the opening is. See, it feels like someone's standing there.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Like,
I do
ever
keep getting
since we
pulled
came
over
down.
there. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I noticed when we came down, John, you kind of did it. I don't know if you were just curious about all the masonry and so forth,
Yeah.
but you did do a little loop up here.
Well, I felt it down there, and I went down there, and then I
There's
felt,
another
okay,
ribbon
it's
on that
kind of
opposite
backing
tree.
off a little bit. So I'm like, well, let me back off. And like,
It just
I'm
might
not
be-
looking.
Checking
But
us out, like, what
yeah,
are they
I'll touch
doing
it.
down here?
Yeah. I can set up the,
Hold on, Mike. Oh, hold on, Michael. Sorry. I don't want you walking in there yet. Because it feels, see, there's another ribbon right there.
I know, the ribbon's kind of interesting.
The doorway.
Oh, it's a doorway?
An unintentional doorway.
What?
Let's walk through it.
Oh, there's a ribbon on each side. Oh. Did someone do that on
Yeah.
purpose?
Well, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
it's almost like somebody marked it for a reason, but there's also like a portal here. Like a doorway right there. And I didn't want him walking in
Yeah.
it until
We might lose him. Be like, oh, we lost Michael.
Don't eat the food.
Don't eat the food.
Don't drink or eat. Well, just
Wait, what does that mean? If you go through a
doesn't
portal,
look
you're
like-
not. Are they going to try to feed you?
Fairies will feed you, and then if you eat their food, you're stuck. You stay.
That's right.
Don't
Okay.
ever eat the food.
Tell us about the fairies. I don't know about the fairies, but I know that not to make them mad. I don't know how to not make them mad,
Be
but
kind to nature.
be kind to nature. Do you know about the
Pick up trash
fairies?
when you'll get favor if you pick up little pieces of trash every now and then, and
Oh, really? Okay.
just respect.
I'm there for a different reason.
There's a
But
lot
they try to keep you?
yeah,
Then what are you doing over there?
being their
You live
slave.
forever.
Nobody returns. We don't know.
Fairies.
Do you see a toadstool ring?
Oh.
You don't,
Don't
walk
go
through
in.
it.
Yeah.
If you see one leaf going,
Just
hi,
Waving at
Yeah.
do not touch it.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
Fey
My
traps.
girls will send me videos
Yes.
and they'll have like this one leaf that's just flickering.
Or the flower is spinning like a pinwheel.
Yes, yes.
That I mean, I want to touch it.
I do. I kind of do.
I mean, I kind of do, but I
kind of
don't.
do, but I kind of don't. Yeah.
All right.
You want to
So,
try some?
Yeah. That'd be good right there. in
okay,
that
so do
walkway.
you know what a REM pod is? You know, you watch the shows. You know what a REM pod
Yeah,
is?
so it'll pick up
It'll if
energy,
someone touches
and
it.
it'll allow the entity or the spirit to communicate through that box.
And these are newer. Is this your new one or no?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the,
It talks.
It'll
a lot of fun lights and sound.
yeah. So it'll break the perimeter of it, and so it beeps differently depending on how close it is. So it has different tones, different lights.
So is it like the ones where like if it's like one light and then like two lights it's closer and three lights it's even closer? Is it that kind of reaction or
Yes.
just the lighting?
But well, yes, probably the lighting, but it's more sound.
Okay.
Cause see,
All right.
so like We'll go over there in a minute and show you.
I've seen them
Because it's like
on-
beep, 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 beep.
I've seen them on your guys' show, and
Yeah.
I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
And then we have the ghost meter. That thing is that what it's called?
Yeah. So the ghost meter, it's a EMF reader. But we get a lot of yes/no questions out of it. It's actually really reliable.
It's amazing.
Very bizarre.
That's kind of cool, though.
And I
Yeah.
understand, like, the ghost hunter people are like, that's bullshit.
We had that conversation.
I don't
this
even
morning.
care.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Because also, too, I'm intuitively, like, there's a telepathy going on. I can hear the answer and then it'll answer. So I'm like, I know what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just holding
Hello there.
the middle light.
So we don't mean to bother you. We don't mean to stumble upon your home if this is where you live. But we do feel you. We'd just like to meet you. Is that possible?
And just to let you know, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Morrighan.
I'm Carol.
Aliza.
You just-
I'm Carrie.
And Carrie.
This is turned off.
Oh,
That's what it's coming from. So we're going to just hold it for now because something's messing with it.
So we have a couple of things. This lets you answer questions yes and no. And generally what we do is we move the needle. We ask that you move the needle 1 for yes, 2 for no. And then this, you already know, you touched it. Whenever you touch it, it gives lights and a tone. And so I'm wondering if you're open to chatting with us today. And you can just interact with Eve. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you
That's
notice
so
that
lovely
there's
of
a
you.
arch stick in the path?
Yeah. Thank you. You can let go now. Or it's super awesome and you can keep doing it because I would imagine it would be a fun game, right?
Oh.
Nice. Thank you. Is this your home? Do you live here in the woods? And it might be easier. Oh, we got it. She heard me.
On the left.
Yeah, so 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is that what we do?
Yep.
1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you live here in the woods?
Yes.
That's it.
Are you a little girl? No.
No.
Oh, you're a big girl.
I saw her as like maybe like 5'2".
You're a big girl, aren't you? Yeah.
Yes.
So, does that make you a teenager? No. You're an adult. I just feel like you have a child spirit. Like, you're fun
Yes.
and playful. Hi. Oh, I love it. You're having so much fun, aren't you?
No.
Oh, are you trying to get our attention? Do you need help? Do you need help, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you're trapped on this land? No. Do you feel obligated to stay here because of family? No, I already know that one. Do you, I feel like you feel lost. Do you just need directions?
Yes.
So, you see the direction I'm pointing. Is that a good direction to walk towards?
She's gone.
Okay. We'll let you come back when you come back. Because we do want to help you. Ever since we got here, my legs have been shaking.
So just to compare notes, when I first came down, I saw someone right behind the tree about like this tall in like a whitish dress.
Okay.
So I thought, well, of course, female and like a really long dress.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Hi, honey.
Are you back?
So if you're open to it, can we come over here? This is actually letting us help you with questions so I can find out what you need, love. Can we come over here? Yeah, so my legs have been shaking the entire time we've been down here. I thought, oh, it's hot, and I'm blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I think it's her.
Is she nervous?
There's like an energy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smell that
Yeah.
fragrance in the air.
I
Change.
just changed.
Hmm.
It's more floral now.
Interesting. Are you still here with us, lovely?
Okay.
All right, is she there?
It's quiet. Yep.
All right, honey. Can we help you? Can we help you find where you want to go? Yes. Are you being held here? Is something holding you here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who's holding you here? No.
No.
So it's not family is where I was going. All right, sweetheart. So do you know who Archangel Michael is?
Yes. Hard yes.
So I'm going to call Archangel Michael, and I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to bring down his sword to cut through your binds. We're going to try, though, okay? So calling Archangel Michael, surrounding you with light, breaking your binds, helping you be free. Yes, good. Just keep breathing. You're doing so good. And then when Michael has freed you, he's going to take you home. You are doing really well. I know, it's kind of scary. You're doing great. So Archangel Michael, if you can cut through her bindings, release her from this plane, and help her find her right place in existence.
She have a child.
Do you have a child here? Good
Yes.
job.
She doesn't want to.
Archangel Samuel, Archangel Gabriel, could you please help her find her child and bring her her child so that she can be at peace and leave this plane and go to where she will be at rest? Good. Do you see your child?
It's not there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why she was frantic.
She-
Her child.
Gotcha.
Good.
Can you give me one more beep that all is well? Are you good to go? Do you have your child? So once I'm okay, got my baby, I'm going home. 2 times, I'm not okay, I need more help. Just gather your strength, it's okay.
You see the bird? Cardinal.
Yeah. All right?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna hold your back hard, is that okay?
It landed right in the middle of the path, and then it was like, boom. Oh,
Hi, honey.
maybe
Are
not.
you good? 1 for yes. I'm good. I got my baby. I'm going home. 2 for no. I need more help. I still feel stuck.
Yes.
Yep.
Yay.
Good.
Oh, sweet, sweet soul. All right, honey.
Yes.
Go rest. Yeah.
Go rest. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, they're both going at the same time. She's
That's-
like, yes.
She's tricky.
Yeah.
She's happy.
She's happy. That joy.
That was all joy. Yes. No. It's okay. You're so good, honey.
Go home.
Michael and Gabriel are going to lead you home, okay?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
a hard
hard
yes.
In the middle of the woods.
I know.
Oh no, I'm coming in. Do you not want me to take it?
Do you have something else to say?
You have anything else? Oh.
Yes.
She is saying thank you. Are you wanting to say thank you? Because I feel like she's good. No.
No.
Is there someone that you want to take with you? Is there someone else lost? Are they lost in the woods? Are you looking for someone else? Yeah.
Feels different.
Is your name Catherine?
Yes.
So I am going to ask Archangel Samuel to find any and all people that know Catherine, love Catherine, and are wanting to be with Catherine, that are safe for Catherine, to come to this spot now and walk through that tunnel that takes her home. Yeah, and she just did a yes. So we're just going to make sure you find all your people, okay? Does that help?
It's running.
Oh,
again.
okay. Yeah.
It's running.
Yeah. She didn't want to go without her people.
Yeah.
So she's not stuck by her people, because I wanted to know if it was like a family member or
Right.
something, like holding onto her.
She wants everyone to go at
Yeah.
the same time.
That was Catherine.
Her name is Catherine.
Yeah.
It helps to have a name when you're kind of mass
I know.
calling like that. So calling Samuel, please find all the family members and friends that know and love Catherine. Bring them to this spot. It's actually getting full now. Are we about to do like a mass crossover in this?
I know. This is a first for me. Normally it's mom and baby, or
Right.
we're doing a family reunion.
It's more than that too, though. It's people that she knows. I feel like she feels responsible, like to,
Bring them all.
yeah.
Well, that tells you what a beautiful spirit she
Yeah.
is.
So when we have all your people here, come back onto this device that John's holding, because we want to make sure we get everybody that you love, everybody that you care about.
Once you have everyone gathered, go ahead and touch the device again. Just come on over and touch it. It's still running.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's a lot of people around now.
There it is. It just stopped.
All right, honey. All right, Catherine, do you have all your people here now? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you have all your people?
Yes. Amazing.
All right, my beloved. So I'm asking Archangel Michael to open a door right here around down this path here. You all can go home together. Are you ready? I saw a no. Are you ready to go? Is everyone ready? Okay.
Yes.
You guys can go. Good job.
Thank you.
You hear that?
All right. And she's going last.
Yes. Okay, she's making sure.
I could feel her going like, okay, come on,
Oh,
okay,
my gosh.
single file.
Catherine, you're the best.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank
Oh,
you.
beautiful, honey. When you're ready to go, give us one last needle so we know you're complete.
What a sweet soul.
Yeah,
It's a hit.
she's
Yes.
It's a hit.
good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Archangels.
you.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
So you were saying that you don't get a lot of activity at the cemetery?
Now I have to say hardly ever.
Well, we're bar.
Well, this is a unique situation. I feel like, so normally when you go to a cemetery, you think about the higher level, right? So it's, you know, you don't have these little nooks and crannies where you come down and it's very earthy and very, you know, you've got the water, the train tracks, it's more hidden. And apparently there's some kind of a portal right there, which I could see if you were hiking or just walking, you would easily wander through that.
How are you, ladies? Just like checking in on everybody.
It's your first crossover.
Good.
I loved it. That was so beautiful.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, talk to me. Say more if you don't mind.
I don't know. I feel strange.
Do you?
No, I'm always strange. You're always strange.
Yes, and I always want to make sure people are safe. So
Yeah, it's just strange.
is it just a strange situation, or you feel not?
Kind of both, but yeah, it's a strange thing to witness and watch, and
Got it.
it's just kind of makes you nervous and shaky. And
Okay. Do you feel like all you though?
hope so.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I guess, yeah. It's just different to witness something like
Gotcha.
that, you know. And,
So this is kind of a new thing.
oh, yeah, we don't do this on our podcast.
I didn't know. Yay! Welcome.
No.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, so my very big thing is number one, service. We help whoever's ready to go.
Right,
Number
right.
one is always service. But number two, very close, like maybe 1.5 is safety.
Yeah.
So I always just want to check in with people, especially if this is new for you, because you can, like, you got spiked up there. Like,
Right.
you might be more more spiritually open than you think.
It's
So I just
it's a strange feeling that I've got right now.
Hi.
So it's just different. So
Yeah.
Is it connected to Catherine and what we experienced, or is it personal?
something different.
Okay.
It's just it's just an odd thing to witness. Have you ever witnessed?
Once in San Diego, I had a friend of mine who was very receptive. And so it's always kind of fascinated me. My biggest concern a lot of the times is that, and we've discussed this morning,
Yeah.
is that a lot of the things, or the people who claim to be receptive, they're not helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They just want to come in and they want to
Create havoc.
create havoc and then leave. And so to see, because the time is relative, like we talked about.
Yeah.
So you don't know how long
Yeah.
Catherine has been holding out here,
Right.
trying to find her people.
That's right.
And so what happened today is you put an end to that.
Yeah.
And to me, that's very beautiful.
And for her whole family or people that she cared
Reunited.
about. Yeah.
You know, we were talking before you all got here about the parallels of Echoes of the South being in this location and the Walking Dead series, right? Which was about community and finding your family,
Yeah.
right? And you
that's what
think
she did.
about Catherine.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting emotional.
No.
You think about Catherine, who was just like you think of Rick or Michonne, or you think about these characters that we fell in love with who would not rest until she found her people, and would not go cross over until they all were saved.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she
Right?
was like this. She was like, okay,
Right.
like this, like making sure every last
Which
one
is
got through the
incredible.
door.
And just the odds of us, we don't come down here to do this. You all don't come down here.
Yeah, it's my first time here.
right? And that we would all come down here. I knew I wanted to come down here just because I've been down here. And just with the tracks, the water,
Yeah.
it's cooler, and there's, you know, it's a little more off the beaten path. But then to see this, I've been down here before. I didn't notice this. I didn't even notice this.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, today was the day.
Today was the day.
Well, when I saw this one, I saw the metal around the base of the tree. And you had told us, and I was like, well, is it trying to keep something in or keep something out?
Right. Right. So I was sharing with them about the why a lot of the family plots and cemeteries themselves have iron fencing. And their belief was that it would keep the spirit from leaving
What a terrible thing.
that area. I know,
right?
And also that it would keep others from getting in. Now I'm like, obviously, what, I don't know, kind of beautiful vintage iron gates, let me just say.
Yeah.
But holy
never
moly,
heard
you
that.
want to like keep the spirit in that grave.
Contained, right?
Contained.
How
They thought they
selfish.
were
Why
protecting it. They thought, oh, we're protecting it from maybe negative spirits that may
I
be
hope that's what it was.
there.
Well, there are some legends of like people believing that these spirits would find the family and be vengeful on, or it might have like some like darker energy take over the spirit
Right.
and come back to the family. Or there's been cases where people saw cadavers with like flushed cheeks.
Okay.
And they thought that they were vampires,
Right.
Because they didn't have the embalming that we do today. So they thought keeping them
Right.
contained,
Right.
Yeah.
so that they couldn't rise up.
Zombies.
Well, a lot of.
If
But
we will,
and there was a lot of buried alive situations because
Yeah.
of
Dead
diseases and illnesses that people would get into that made them appear to be dead.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
that would be rough. I'd hate that.
Well, they did bury people that in coffins that had bells.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
dead
why they
ringer
had the
means.
bell.
Yeah, a dead ringer.
Dead
Oh
He's a
my
dead
God.
ringer.
I think that, as I've learned doing these, everything happens the way it's meant to unfold.
Yep.
And being that our topic today and the theme of this episode was community and finding your family, it was only fitting that Catherine came forward
Found her family.
and brought her entire family and more.
Yeah.
You think about maybe 50 souls.
Yeah, I think it felt 40 to 50. They were moving really fast, so I didn't
Catherine
get a
had
head
them
count.
moving through.
Yeah.
So that seemed like a perfect experience to have you ladies here for. I've never had that experience to have so many.
We're talking about finding family
That's right.
and a found family. She didn't want
Yeah,
to go.
exactly.
Very adamant, not yet, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
it's just
what's
a matter
wild
of
to me is that from that device, you can tell the firmness of the
Yeah,
needle
yeah.
going, whether someone's like, yes, or yeah.
it's like meh.
Yeah.
Just answering your question, yes or no, or no, like you said, very adamant. No.
Yeah, that's why we were saying like most of the ghost hunters are like, that we debunked that. That's not real. Well, it's real for us.
Yeah.
And it's a really good guidance.
Yeah.
So it just lets us have like in the moment conversation. That's not in my head, right? It gets to be out here and have that.
Well,
Confirmation.
That's one thing I wanted to say too, is that we are on like an echo or delay. Morrighan is having a conversation in very fast, rapid
The instruments are for you
communication.
guys.
It's
And
more,
I mean that with love, but I'm the instrument. I don't know.
she always knows the answer before it comes through. It's just that it helps us, and John's very intuitive as well. So,
Yeah.
so when I say us, I mean me and the viewers.
Right. So who was the one angel that you called on?
Michael, Gabriel, and Shamuel.
Who's that?
So Michael is.
I know Gabriel and Michael.
Okay, Shamuel is the angel helps you find things.
Ah, okay.
So if you've lost something,
Like family or friends.
Yeah.
For baby.
her
Or
baby, her
babies.
family.
So we
Yeah.
brought him into the Grand with that woman we encountered
Exactly.
to find the baby.
Gabriel works with mothers and baby and children, and then Michael is obviously the releaser of, the bindings and the negative energies that hold them back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And back to like what you were saying about how some investigations will happen and they get everything stirred up. They hear the things, they see the things, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, bye.
That's a wrap.
We got what we needed.
Now
Yeah.
that we're stirred up, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
It's like you can't just leave. You wouldn't leave somebody like.
You wouldn't leave someone in a physical state
Right.
like that.
Right.
Why would you do that
In a spiritual.
in a spiritual state? It's just, yeah.
I always lead that way.
Yeah.
I want to know, how can I support you? And if you're good, you're good. Like, because it is choice, it is free will. But if you are lost or you want a way to cross, then let's make that happen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
We've
my
had
agenda.
people too that are like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you my story.
Yeah. It's rare that they won't cross over, but maybe twice in my years I've seen that.
And how long have you been doing this?
20 years. Yeah. Professionally, whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
But I've been going to graveyards since I was like 18.
Yeah.
Popping fences and talking to the dead, like all the fun stuff.
Bottle flying,
Not quite.
Jack Daniels.
Well, no, because even
Southern boy.
in like 7th or 8th grade, when I'd have sleepovers with friends, we were doing seances and getting Ouija boards out. Like we were doing the things. So it's been a passion my whole life.
That's excellent. Well, thank you guys so much.
You're so welcome. It's so great to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you, Carrie.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming out. Welcome to Macon.
Yes.
Yeah. And hopefully we can get you back here at some point. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Time has a way of changing our perspective. When we gathered at Rose Hill Cemetery, Aliza and Carol came into the investigation from very different places. They each brought their own experiences, beliefs, and expectations about the paranormal. What they shared, however, was an open mind and a willingness to experience whatever the day might bring. What unfolded at Rose Hill affected each of us in different ways. A few weeks later, after we'd all had time to sit with the experience, I invited Aliza and Carol back to continue the conversation. I wanted to hear how they had processed what happened that day, what questions they were still asking, and what had stayed with them long after we left the cemetery. Aliza and Carol, it's great to have you back in the studio to talk about what we all experienced at Rose Hill Cemetery when you were here in Macon. As per usual, when I head out with Morrighan and John, you just never know what you're going to encounter or who may come forward. And that certainly happened when we were all together at Rose Hill. I don't know that any of us were really anticipating helping 50 plus people cross over while we were there. But that's what happened.
And love Morrighan and John.
I know Morrighan and John are wonderful.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk to you about how kind of what your, now that a little time has passed since that day, kind of what your thoughts are. I know that you had a long conversation about what you experienced, and I appreciate that you both were coming into that afternoon from different perspectives, and I love that. Maybe with different expectations or different knowledge around what we were doing. But I invite that conversation because I think it's all really interesting and it's all very valid. And as I think you discovered, like for me, every single time we help somebody and help someone cross over, it's very touching and it's very emotional, and it's a privilege to be of service to someone in that way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Aliza, I'm going to start with you because I know that even before that we encountered Catherine, you had the experience where you were feeling like a pain in your head as we were walking to that area. Walk me back to what you remember about that moment and Morrighan picking up that something wasn't quite right.
Yeah, I remember we were walking up the hill and we were turning a corner, and just as we turned the corner, I had this like sharp pain, just like an ice pick. It went straight through my temple. And I mean, I just kind of did like that. And I said, wow, my head. And Morrighan picked up on it quickly. I didn't really think much of it other than it was like a really intense pain. And it lasted for a few minutes, but then it did get a little bit better. It eased off and went away. But I didn't think much of it until we got further into our walk, and then I was like, okay, there's something going on and around here. And she said that maybe somebody was trying to reach out to me. I'm like, well, they didn't do it in the right way. They could have just tapped me on the shoulder instead of giving me a headache.
Exactly.
But I think Carol even made the comment that because of where I was coming into this at, that maybe they were just kind of like poking the bear and like trying to attack me more than trying to get my attention.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, coming into it, and I know that you were, and I've said this to you because you were willing to have the experience and be there with us, and
Right.
that's a huge part of it. And I've said this to both of you, that I really feel like Catherine, who we encountered later, felt comfortable with us because we all walked in with the same intent, and we felt safe to her. I think above and beyond even the spirits knowing that they can communicate with Morrighan, one thing that she always stresses is intent. And when we do have people with us, which isn't common, but it's happened, she has always said, I'm not asking you to believe in one thing or the other, but I'm asking for you to be willing and to have an open heart and open mind, because that helps the communication and opens that door. And I believe that you really did walk in with that intention, whether or not you thought anything was going to happen or we were just going for a walk.
What we were going to be doing. I thought we were just going to go strolling and looking at stuff. I had no idea.
We did, but someone came strolling with us.
Take us. Yeah, it was.
And and that can happen. It's kind of like I'm seeing your kitty cat there. And it's sort of that thing of, I notice, we're going to use the cat as the example, like people that aren't fond of cats, doesn't it always seem like that's the person the cat goes to, right? So the spirits can be like that too, of like, oh, I'm going to make you believe today.
Yeah. Well, and it was funny because, just prior to that, we had walked past that one place, and Carol, was it you that was talking about the fencing around the gravesite and how that was put up to keep the spirits in or to keep things out?
No, that was something that you had mentioned, because
I had mentioned that. The iron fencing, right?
Yeah.
And we had walked by one, and the gate was open.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was in pretty close proximity to that turn that we made.
Right.
So, I mean, it was an emotional experience. It was something I was not prepared for, something that I was not raised to believe in. But, seeing Carol's reaction and your reaction and Morrighan and John's reaction, there was also a sense of peace and love and release about it. So, yeah, Carol and I think we had a couple of conversations. We talked about it on the way back, and then we talked about it sitting down at the bar and having a drink and just kind of going over it again. And she knew I was processing it quite a bit. So,
yeah. I mean, it was a really beautiful moment, and especially right on the tail of what we were talking about, which was family and community and finding your people and safety. And then we encountered Catherine, who not only needed help finding her way home, but didn't want to leave until all of her people came with her. And it was just incredibly moving.
right.
We've definitely encountered spirits who don't want to leave. Usually it's women who don't want to leave without their child. That's common. And I think Morrighan initially had picked up on something like that with Catherine. But then it turned out to be so much bigger than that, is that she wanted everybody to come with her. And it was just really moving. I mean, for all of us, we all were very moved by the experience.
Yeah. Carol, you were really emotional as it came to a kind of a close.
Yeah, and I get emotional just thinking about it, because it was such a beautiful experience. Just knowing that first off, just knowing that there are people out there like you, Carrie, and Morrighan and John, whom have decided that that's what their purpose is to help these souls or entities, whatever you want to call them, if they choose to help them move on. And I said it when we were doing the investigation, that there are a lot of shows out there, a lot of people out there that will go in, they'll stir up the pot, poke the bear just to get a reaction. And it's almost like they're hurting these people again. And
Like
there's no need.
re-traumatizing them.
Right. And
Yeah.
there's no need for that. It's not necessary. And so first I was moved at the fact that I was surrounded by people who cared enough about these beings to want to help them progress. And the second thing is that we were there. Aliza and I were there that weekend for our found family.
Mhm.
And we had talked about our found family with you, and you are part of our found family, Carrie, whether you want to be or not. You are.
I'm in. I'm in. That's how
You
we
know.
all met, was through the Walking Dead fandom and becoming this unit and this family and this community. And that's what spawned, the conversation and us talking about all of that as we were walking through Rose Hill, and then to encounter Catherine, who was also looking for her family, was incredible. And maybe she was watching and listening and thought, these are the people. They understand the importance of not leaving someone behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
because
just,
it could have easily have been one person crossover, we're done.
right.
And we were having all of those conversations about the family and the community before Morgan and John ever even got there.
That's correct.
So it wasn't like they picked up on that. So I'm trying to play like devil's advocate. So it wasn't like they picked up on that conversation and used that information, in their communication with Catherine. Those were conversations that the three of us had prior to their arrival.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had no knowledge of who you are and why you were coming to town and any of that. That's the way we roll. Typically, even when we go into a private residence or business, Morgan actually doesn't know anything at all. She doesn't even know where she's going that day, because she doesn't want to be influenced at all. She just likes to go in fresh. But it just was really wild. And it does make me think that perhaps Catherine was paying attention and noticing that we were there and listening. It was a pretty quiet day at the cemetery. Maybe we stood out. I don't know. Maybe
Carol's
she
the one
thought,
that
hey,
said,
they
I
look
want to go
cool.
down there. Carol's the one that said, I want to go down there. And I'm like, oh, Lord.
did.
Yeah, you both. I was emotional. I mean, we were all very emotional and very touched, I think, by just how beautiful that moment was when Morgan explained that Catherine was letting everyone else go through and she was the last one to cross.
It killed me. I just was like, I could just picture in my head. I don't have any type of gift or anything like that. But the whole time that we were standing there and we were listening and we were watching the little things just go off and yes and no and yes and no. And Morrigan was doing her thing. In my brain, I just envisioned this woman just standing there, just with hordes of people. She's just like, ushering them through and looking at Morgan going 5 more minutes, and bringing as many people as she possibly can. It was just so beautiful. I cried. I broke down and cried, and I still cry thinking about it. It was just
Right.
fantastic. So,
Well, and then at the very end, the redbird came
The
straight down from the right and landed right in the middle of the path and then went back up. And I was like, wow, okay.
the cardinal. Yeah.
Now.
Which was really beautiful. And you think, gosh, like, what are the odds that it's going to land right in the middle of the path, right where we're standing, and then fly off and be like, okay,
yeah.
see ya.
Yeah.
It was a really beautiful moment. It's a reminder in this, what I'm doing with Echoes of the South and this work that we do, just how moving and profound it can be. And it's just that reminder too, we the living, like we are here still. We still have those opportunities to let those people know that, we love them and be there for our family and our community and to be that person that's not going to leave someone behind. And we don't know how long what timeline she's from. Like, how long was Catherine hiding out or hanging out, by that tree or in the cemetery waiting for the right person to say, these people can help me. These people are going to understand. They're going to understand. And so it was just all very serendipitous.
I would love to have known kind of the time frame that she was from, and makes you, want to look at everybody that's buried there and look for Catherine, to see.
I know. There's probably a lot of them. There's
Or a
probably
family,
so
a
hard to
family
know.
plot or something,
Yeah. And then there's sometimes it could be that she herself isn't buried there, but a
Right.
lot of her loved ones are. And so she went there, or that she just knows that people go there to remember loved ones and grieve loved ones. And so that energy brought her there. It's without having more time to really sit with her and ask her, you just don't know. And, Morrighan, as she says, is that number one, her purpose is service. And so we're not really there to interrogate Catherine. We're there to see what we can do for Catherine. And so what was more important was being able to facilitate getting all of those souls together so that she can open the door and usher them all through. So, Morrighan had said there were about 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she could count, but there were a lot. So Catherine had a pretty big community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I may
It
have
was
to.
incredible.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
was. It
One
really
could
was.
be so lucky, right?
Right. Right. And that we all have a friend like Catherine that's going to make sure that we're all where we're supposed to be,
Right.
that we didn't get lost along the way.
And it's still something I try to reconcile with. But at the same time, I'm remaining open to that because there are more things in heaven and earth, right? From Hamlet. So, what I may have been raised and taught, it there may be variations, to that. So I'm trying, I'm trying to keep myself open to that.
When are you coming out with us again, Aliza? That's the question.
I don't know, but my computer screen's just started flashing black. I might have to go to church. I'm gonna go to church.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I had a great time with y'all. I just may have to be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
Carrie, did you plan for us to go down there, or was that just all Carol?
No, I was planning to go down there because I thought it would be cooler, and it was, thankfully. And also because it's sort of off the beaten track. And I've gone down there before and I've always kind of liked that area. I didn't realize that there was a portal there, which good to know.
And she said there were fairies down there, right?
Yeah.
That there were.
Yeah, she said don't go through the portal because Michael almost walked through it.
Well, I almost ran through it. So the fairies probably couldn't have caught me if I had made it.
Not at the speed you were moving at that time.
No.
Even they couldn't catch you.
No.
But yeah, so I had planned to go down there and not really knowing. I just thought it would be a nice place for a discussion. There's water. It's cool, There's some neat things down there. And lo and behold, there's a woman standing by a tree. And John said in a white dress, just kind of hanging out, waiting for us to get there. I just always look at it as such an honor to be able to help a literal lost soul to find their way back home. And, we never force anyone to do something they don't want to do. And we were on an investigation recently where there was a spirit that was in, as Morrighan would say, like in a toxic relationship, in a toxic situation. And we asked if she needed help and if she wanted to cross over, and she said no. So you just go, okay, we're not going to make you. But it's tough because you want to be like, just go, get out.
Right.
But that's not what we do. So you just got to say, okay, but
Carol and I will have to make another trip.
Yeah, the
for
process
sure.
was so beautiful. I mean, like I said, it was so soothing and healing. And I just loved the way that Morrighan, when she's doing her thing and she's communicating with them, she's not leading them or telling them that they have to do something. She's literally seeking knowledge from them to find out what she can do to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And every question that she asked was trying to find out, how can I help you? What is the answer? How can I help you? It never came from a point of, you must do this. It was
Right.
always, what do you need?
Right.
And how can I provide that for you? And you rarely see that in the human world,
Right.
much less someone who's trying to help somebody that's not tangible.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it made me cry. I teared up. I just thought it was so beautiful. And yes, Aliza and I, we had this long conversation on the way back to Peachtree. And, it's just, you either believe in this stuff or you don't. That's fine. But I think you're right, Carrie. I think having a willingness to even understand is a big deal. I mean, I think maybe that's why Aliza might have had, the whole ice pick in the brain, because it wasn't that somebody was trying to attack her. I think somebody was just trying to get her attention.
Yeah. And that's what Morgan said in the moment, says someone's trying to get your attention. So, and they go about that in whichever way that they can, which sometimes is not pleasant. But that may not have been their intent.
Right.
It just might be that they know that's how they know how to get someone's attention.
Or it could be the metaphor of open your mind.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. Literally.
Tap in and open your mind.
Tap in. Yeah, possibly because they knew maybe what you were about to encounter. We talk about this a lot when we investigate. So on the other side, there's no time like we know it. Like it's all happening at the same time. So, which is hard for us to wrap our heads around, right? And so they will know things before we do. They know we're going to do something or go somewhere before we do because there is no time there. So it could be somebody saying exactly that. Open your mind because you're about to experience something that is going to blow you away.
Yeah, right. I mean, because I was physically shaking down when we got down there and through the process.
I know that we were all, very moved in the moment being out there while it was happening. And I think that what's interesting, the conversation is for somebody like you, Aliza, who's never, had an experience like that and maybe not familiar with even thinking about things in that way. It's a really interesting point of view to be standing there and witnessing that and thinking, wow, what is this that I'm a part of? Like this, how do I wrap my head around this and how do I explain this to myself? Like, what is this?
Because I was raised with absent from the body, present with the Lord, or absent from the body and the other direction.
Right.
And so the notion of lingering spirits has always been, that's not the case. And if there are lingering spirits, they're of the demonic nature. They're not here for good. That but again, like I said earlier, I don't know all of the ways of God, and I don't know all of the ways of things to happen after we die. You know, and you believe, and you have faith in the things unseen and untouched. So it was emotional. It was, and then the cardinal whole thing. And so like Carol said, if we did good, we did no harm.
Right.
Other than me. But let's go again. I'm ready. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to have holy water. I'm going to have a rosary.
Amazing.
I'm going to have plenty of nitro.
What's in your kit? Here's Aliza. I've got nitro. I've got a rosary. I've got, she's got all the things, the holy water. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. The power of Carol compels you.
That's right. You got all the things. Yeah. I think, what's really interesting to me is the reasons why some spirits don't cross, why they don't go home. And like I said, certainly with women we've encountered before that they're concerned about family or children in particular, and they may linger, and they're not meant to, but they they stay because they're still being mom, right?
Watching over. Yeah.
But they need to move on. And I think too, sometimes people don't cross because they think they can't check in with loved ones, but they can, right? Pop in and see loved ones. So they don't go. Or they've done something. We've had a situation where at the Hay House where there was a young woman who had been assaulted and she was ashamed of what had happened. And so she was afraid to go because she felt like it was her fault. Which was heartbreaking. So there's different reasons why some spirits sort of go and some don't. But that's what we aim to do, is go in and see if there is anyone that does need our help, that may have gotten lost or confused. Morrighan talks about if a spirit stays what she calls earthbound, she finds that they tend to get like amnesia, where they can they can not know that they died.
Right.
Because they're not meant to stay earthbound. Right. So she said sometimes people stay and they just linger. They don't move on. And then they actually forget that they're not supposed to be there. So, when we go in, we're really trying to kind of go through all the layers and figure out, do they know they're dead? Because we encounter that too, where people, and again, they could have stayed too long or something really. We had it, the actually very first case I ever did with Morrighan, which was about 12 years ago on a project I was developing. And she was with a team then in outside of Dallas. And it was a case where it was a car accident and it had happened like instantly. And it was a really horrific impact where the car was actually split in two. And Morrighan realized that the spirit didn't even know that she had passed because it just had happened so fast. And so she sat with her and explained what happened and then helped her cross. So that can happen as well. So just in life, how we can get, dumbfounded, or we can be shocked, and sometimes when people are in shock, even they don't move, right? They stay where they are because they can't function. That can happen with a spirit, and where they're not sure what they're supposed to be doing, or they don't know how to find their way back home. So, that's who we like to target.
Ask you is if there was like an algorithm to the spirits that are still remaining, if it was trauma or something like that kept them behind, unresolved issues. I had a fight with so and so and I never fixed it, and I'm going to stay until it's fixed. Or but it sounds like the spectrum is broad, whether it's some mother wanting to remain watchful over her children, or somebody in just a kind of a traumatic experience and hasn't figured out that it wasn't their fault and they can cross. So there doesn't seem to be any particular algorithm of why a person remains.
Well, I think in life, there's a lot of like what keeps people stuck in life, right? And there's a lot of different answers to those. So it's the same for the dead, right? There's a lot of things that can keep a spirit from moving forward. Whether it was their own actions, or there's unresolved business, or sometimes they feel like they never got to tell their story, or their voice was never heard. Sometimes we go in and they just want to tell us their story and then they leave. Like, it's really wild.
Just to be heard.
They want to be heard. Yeah, because they never got the opportunity. So there's a lot of different reasons. And so that's really when we go in and Morrighan identifies somebody who is trying to get to the why, so that we can figure out the solution and see if they want to move forward and what's preventing them from doing that. So it's a lot. And I've found in the investigations I've done, a lot of it's trauma based, a lot of it. And so that's heartbreaking because a lot of them are stuck in the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you find people like Catherine who are just waiting for their family,
Yeah.
and
they don't know how to find them all.
yeah.
I've never been a part of a mass like crossing.
Mass
Like,
exodus.
yeah, exactly, the mass exodus. I've never been a part of that. It's always like one person or maybe two, but never like a whole group. And so that's really incredible, and just her intention behind it was very moving and beautiful. And I thought it just was so beautiful that you all could be there and be a part of that and experience that.
It was I had never heard of that one archangel, and I think I asked you or maybe
Shamuel.
Shamuel, yeah.
I called him boy.
I don't know a lot. Yeah, Morrighan calls Archangel Shamuel in when we're looking for a lost person.
Okay.
And she's called him in before when we were looking for someone's child. So usually it's Archangel Michael, and then there's Gabriel, and then Shamuel if we're looking for someone or something in particular. So she'll call in. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I knew Michael and Gabriel, but I think, I had never heard of that one, but that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. See, you learned something new.
Yeah.
You learned a lot of new things that day.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Think how many drinks I had after we got back to Peachtree City.
I want to thank you both again for coming back on with me and talking about your experience. It really was even more special to have you both there. And yeah, you'll have to come back and investigate with us again.
I'm in.
Every investigation leaves us with more questions than answers. Sometimes those questions are about history. Sometimes they're about the unexplained. And sometimes they're about ourselves. Whether you believe what happened at Rose Hill Cemetery was paranormal, spiritual, or simply a story that can't yet be explained, I hope you'll take away what mattered most to me: compassion. Because whether we're helping the living or perhaps even helping someone who has been waiting for longer than we can imagine, compassion is never wasted. If today's story resonated with you, I'd love for you to follow the podcast, leave a review, and share Echoes of the South with someone who enjoys history, mystery, and the stories that refuse to rest. And if you've experienced something you can't explain or know of a place whose story deserves to be told, you can submit your story to echoesofthesouth.com. Until next time, I'm Carrie Genzel. Stay close. On the next episode of Echoes of the South, a portrait hidden in the closet for decades. A warning never to move it. She was told that there was a piece of artwork in the closet underneath the stairs, and she was not to move or take it out of the closet. And a mystery that may be more than just a story.
It's beeping again.
I'm feeling very weird about that, so it tells me we need to take it downstairs.
An Arkwell Productions original series. Host and creator, Carrie Genzel. Spiritual medium, Morrighan Lynne. Lead investigator, Jonathan Morgan. Camera, Michael Rivellino. Special guests, Aliza Jones and Carol Jameson. Original music, Sequential Sound. Share your story or request an investigation at echoesofthesouth.com. Copyright 2026, Arkwell Productions, LLC.